So, of course, joining me on the show right now from our Lagos studio, I've got Onyeka, who is seated beautiful and comfortable in our Lagos studio, joining me on the show. Onyeka, how are you doing? And congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I'm doing okay.
Listen. Your time in the house, I would say, from a viewer's perspective, it was a time well had. But what would you say? How would you describe your own time in the house?
Oh my God, it was so adventurous. It was exciting. Like I had an opportunity to show people who Onyeka was, what she was about, her talents, the things she could bring to the table. Oh my God, it was so exciting. I loved it.
So what do you have to say to people to people who ask that question? What do you bring to the table? Like, what did Onyeka bring to the table? What do you have to say if people are still asking that right now?
I don't think there's anyone asking that unless they didn't watch the show. But of course, I'm being called Director O for a reason. Now, we had wager tasks like every Friday in Big Brother House. And for the most part, when I mean most part, I'm telling you, almost every week, I was highly involved in those tasks. And that was such a great experience for me. I directed so many dramas, all the dramas in the house. I wrote songs, I won tasks. At a point, it was pretty beautiful to see that when the housemates see me in their group for tasks, they feel confident, like they're going to. That's why they call me the biggest O.
The biggest O. Okay, well, I agree with you. I definitely feel like, your personality showed in the house, but 90 days, it was also a very emotional journey, Onyeka. There were several times that, you broke down, especially when, they sent those heartwarming messages and you saw yours. It was a very, very intense moment for you as well. So I feel like even when we saw that outburst, that was probably the first time we really saw you. And I feel like it probably was because you had just had it. You're like, you know what, I'm just done. Talk to me about the
things that she did got to me. We would fight like we do fight at home. But at the end of the day, one thing about me and my sister is this is where the fight is, this is where the love is. You can have all the fights you want, but it can never affect the love. So of course I was being real on the show and I was expressing my true emotion.
Found out that, oh, okay, it's no longer going to be a joint win. It's now going to be everyone fighting for themselves. How did you feel about that?
Well, it was so nice being in the house and seeing her like walk around, even if we're not talking, like just knowing she's there was actually very nice. But me and her, we're actually two different individuals. We had two different friends. So I already had like my solid place in the house and she had her own solid. It hurt a lot. But other than that, I knew I could survive because I already had my own individual identity in the house, which I bruised throughout the show.
Absolutely. So what are you taking away from Big Brother House? People, relationships, items, physical items. I don't know if that happened. If you did
I'm actually taking out a wonderful name and a wonderful place in this world, the love is massive, like people recognizing my talents and people recognizing who I am. And because I always wanted to have a place in this world as Onyeka, and I also wanted to pass messages, and I also learned lessons as well. So I have a lot I'm taking out of the show because I really experienced it 100%. So now, me, my name, and my persona right now is such a beautiful thing to me, and I'm taking that out of the show.
You know what, Onyeka? I feel like you're going to do very, very beautiful things. And again, congratulations to you. Thank you so much for joining me on the show.